Hey everybody, I'm Johnny Scoville and this is Chase the Heat. Thank you for hanging out with me. Got some cool powders today. I got them from my friend Paul Quick. Alright, now Paul Quick I've known for a while now. Met him when I first started my channel. I reviewed some of his products, which is kind of neat. In fact, the first, you guys know Johnny Scoville Jr., my son Jr. First endorsement rush he ever got was from Paul's Blazing powder, which was great. It was kind of neat. And my son is now a chili head. Got it on his path. It's kind of neat. But it's interesting. I want to talk just for a second about the role of powders in foods. It's such an interesting thing. Having been on social media and being a pepperhead and doing what I do, I know people that are mostly like pod people, into pods. I know people that are mostly into I powdered my eye already. I have some people that are mostly into sauces. I know people that are mostly into salts. I know people that are mostly into powders. I think powders are very, very underrated. There are so many times. I think there are times where a sauce may not work, but rarely, and sometimes you'll have a case where a powder doesn't work. But the interesting thing about it, if you have a meal where the powder's perfect, I'll give you an example. I used both of these on pizza last week. That was astonishing. Now, let me talk about what we got today, all right? Today we've got two different powders. I'm going to review them both, and the reason I'm reviewing both in one is because I used them both on pizza at the same time. Home run. I mean, really, really good stuff. Let me talk first about garlic fire. If you look at it, you can see, it's just a really cool looking powder. I like it. This is his garlic fire. As it indicates, it is garlic and it is hot. It's got a great smell. I really like the aroma of it. Of course, that's the Italian in me. There we go, you guys. All right, it's probably a whole lot more than anybody would ever use in probably a week of meals. But so I had some pizza, and I'm going to show you the second one. It's hot tomato basil. I'm going to sneeze. Let me put this down. There might be one more. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. All right. So this is, I think it's probably the Italian in me that I really like garlic. But the garlic and the garlic fire and the tomato basil work so perfectly on pizza. I'm actually thinking about mixing the two of them together because I'll use it on pizza every time I have pizza. But let me first tell you about the garlic fire. Like I said a second before I started sneezing, the indication from the title of it is garlic. He says it's fire. We're going to find out. But thank you for hanging out with me, guys. Listen, before we go any further, at the end of the video right there, you're going to see a pepper. Click on it. And when you do, not my pepper anymore. It's our pepper. When you click on that pepper, you're part of the Scoville Squad. Please do that. It's my motivation for making more of these, all right? So thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you, Paul Quick, for sending these. I'm Johnny Scoville. This is Chase the Heat. I like that powder a lot. I've had an awful lot of garlic powders. This is one of the better ones, no doubt. It's got, it's interesting. I know he's using dried garlic. Ironically enough, it has a very fresh garlic flavor. I'm being serious now. It's got a saltiness to it. And as far as the heat, I think this probably would be very hot for a non-chili head. So if you're not accustomed to heat, you probably want to sprinkle that, The great thing about it is garlic goes a long way and so does heat. So if you're not a chili head, if you just sprinkle a little bit of this on your pizza or pasta, whatever you're using, a sandwich, whatever, you're going to notice it. It's got a really, really great garlic flavor. And the heat, let me just talk about the heat for a bit. For me, my scale, it would be about maybe a 2. But I'm telling you, for a non-chili head, this is going to be a 5 or a 6. My tolerance is kind of high right now. I'm preparing for the a trip this weekend, or next weekend coming up for the New York City Hot Sauce Expo. Well, I'll be making a run at the Guinness Book of World Records. So my tolerance is kind of high right now. So this should probably only be about a 2 for me. Don't be disheartened. If you're not a chili head, this is going to be like a 6. It really will be. And I mean, if you're really just not accustomed at all to eating heat, it might even be a 7. It's pretty warm. But it's got amazing flavor. So what I do is I had this on pizza. So I put some of this on. Then right after, I put some of this. And this is his hot tomato basil. Now, I don't want to sneeze again, so I'm going to smell it carefully. It's interesting. I did it the first time I ate it. I ended up sneezing a lot because I smelled too much of it. I can definitely smell the basil. I can definitely, believe it or not, I can smell the tomato. And it's got, you can tell the redness. That certainly is going to be from the influence of the tomato. But let me go ahead and review this. I found that the two of these together on a pizza were like, what an amazing combination of flavors, you know? It worked really well. So this is Paul Quick's hot. Oh, by the way, you can find Paul Quick at www.quickshotspice@ticktail.com, and I will be putting a link in the description box below. So if you guys you like Italian food or you're really into pizza, this combination on pizza is really spectacular. But this is his hot tomato basil, and Johnny Scoville, and you're my friend. Hold on. Really great basil flavor. Absolutely picking up on the tomato, no doubt about it. And the heat. I don't think this is as hot as this. So this might be like it bumps my needle, you know. You know what I mean by that? Needle's here, like my 10 is over here, it bumped my needle. So I know that there's heat in there. Not as hot as his garlic fire. But it's got great tomato flavor, great basil flavor. And I'm telling you guys, I don't get paid by Paul to do this. I don't take money for reviews. I would never take a dime. Once, somebody offered to give me money for a review. I thought, what would you think, you guys, if you knew that Johnny Scoville took money to do a review? Wouldn't that seem shady? Wouldn't you kind of think that maybe someone was paying me to say something nice about somebody? Nobody pays me to do these reviews. I do this from the heart because I like it. You know something? I'm wickedly honest. If I didn't like these, I would tell you. I would tell Paul. You probably wouldn't see the video because I don't like trashing people. I like this a lot. I am, just so you know, I would probably mostly use this. This is going to be my go-to pizza blend. I am going to take these two powders and mix them together and put them in one bag. I know Paul maybe didn't intend for people to do that, but I found that those two powders on pizza is such a spectacular combination. It's unreal. If you guys are pizza people, you like Italian food, these are two spices that you need. I mean, it's not like you like to have, it'd be good if you got them. If you like spicy foods and you like Italian food, pizza and pasta, this is a must-have. I'm just saying. The heat, the flavor on both of them are so good, but together, combined, I found they were incredible. I'm not sure, I haven't talked to Paul. I don't know if he intended people to do that. But Paul's a nice guy. When he got this, he said, hey, I hope you like this, Johnny. Maybe add them into a show. Paul, you didn't think I was going to be able to get these and not talk about them, did you? These are wonderful. So guys, listen, you know, a lot of you have, we're all chasing heat. That's why I called this show Chasing Heat. We're all chasing at a different pace, at our own, our own speed, the way we do it. But we're all chasing heat, you know. You guys, you need to chase this heat. This is some pretty cool heat. If you guys haven't, if you haven't tried this, tried powders, it's something that you need to do, But I have people that are eating sauce and responding back and telling me what they think about it. Not a lot of people are, not enough of you guys are into powders. I would urge you mightily to expand your heat horizon and try some powders, try some salts, try some things you haven't tried. Can I tell you something? One of the greatest things for me, I love trying new powders. You might think to yourself, well, powder's powder, peppers are peppers. Not so. These are two very unique powders. They really are. To be really honest with you, I think the hot tomato basil, is probably a little bit more unique to me than the fire garlic or the garlic fire. I don't think I've ever had a hot tomato basil like that. That is really unique. But guys, expand your horizon. You guys eat sauces, you let me know about it. I want you guys to, if you guys are into pasta or pizza or Italian foods and you like heat, I really would. I'd urge you to go to the description box below and click on it. Paul's a very nice guy. He's got a great sense of humor. He's funny as can be. He's a very nice guy. So what I would tell you to do, if you haven't tried powders yet, this should really be a good start, because these are great powders. They both taste really well. And I hope you don't, Paul, I know you're watching this. I hope you aren't disappointed with my thought of mixing the two of these. But in fact, I'm going to do it right now. I don't want anyone to be offended by this, but I'm telling you, this is such a perfect marriage. And I don't know if maybe you sent this to me, Paul, because you knew they were a perfect marriage. But these two powders for pizza, I think they were meant to go together on pizza. I really do. So, I hope you aren't upset by this, Paul. Now this, you just saw the creation of Johnny Scoville's favorite go-to pizza powder. I'm just being straight with you. Stuff is very, very unique. And the two of these put together, oh, really fantastic. I eat a lot of pasta. I eat some pizza, but I eat a lot of pasta. It's Italian to me. Beautiful, beautiful combination on Italian food. So, go to the description box below. Click the link to Quick's Hot Spice at ticktail.com. Get some of these powders for yourself, but my goodness, when you do, you know I'm going to ask of you, right? Let me know what you think of it. I always tell you what I think of things. I'm always honest. You know, if I tell you something's you can, and you know, people always give me feedback. They always say you're spot on with that. You know, as far as the heat and stuff, I kind of know what my heat scale is, and I know what other people's are. You guys are going to really, really like this. I would urge you to do it. So if you do, please do me a favor and let me know what you think of it. I think you're going to say, thank you, Johnny. It was a good call. But thank you, Paul, for saying these to me. If you guys are anywhere near New York, come out and say hi to me. I'll be at the Sam and Oliver booth at the New York City Expo next week. So looking forward to that. But I love this time when we hang out together. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch this. These are some great powders from Paul Quick. Right here, you'll see that pepper that I talked about at the beginning of the video. Click that pepper right now. When you do that, you're part of the Scoville squad. That means the world to me. That's my motivation to keep doing this. We're approaching 10,000 subscribers, which is really neat. I was floored when I got 100. I'm just being honest with you. I had no dreams that it was going to take off. So I'm floored that we got 100, but we're pretty close to 10,000. So click that bell, or that pepper. Help me get closer there. If you don't want to miss any of these videos, you do not need to. Click on the bell when you click on that pepper. And you know what? We'll notify you when you upload new ones. But I want to thank you for taking the time to hang out with me this morning. It's been fun as always. I'm Johnny Scoville. This is Chase the Heat.